Dietitians drive me crazy. Okay, dietitians, listen up. What does this look like to you? Formulate in your brain your opinion of this meal. Now formulate an opinion of this meal. This meal. So, what about this one? Oh my God, meat. Suddenly, you take the other stuff away, suddenly there's poison on the plate. I don't get it. Yes, some will say, well, it's not balanced. It's meat. This is not going to hurt anybody any more than it would have if it was on the plate with something else. Well, actually, maybe even worse because of that something else, like the carbohydrate. This meat has essential things in it. The other plates not only didn't have essential stuff on it all, but some harmful stuff, like carbohydrate, for those that are metabolically unhealthy. So just because someone says, I'm eating more meat and less carbohydrates, why are we freaking out about it? Number one, we don't understand what's causing disease. So I want dietitians to listen up. Use some common sense. We have to. Okay. Yeah, I know. A lot more meat. Just don't push it. They're saying there's something that's been bugging me. Can you tell? So, when it comes to meat versus potatoes, most of us dietitians would say it's the meat causing issues. We learned it was the saturated fat in animal foods. But we know better now, or we should. If you don't, please start researching non-big food, big ag, big pharma research, and look at my videos. Look at other great videos out there. Ben Bickman, Ken Berry, Carb Addiction Doc. All these people and more, many more, explain. Oh, Robert Lustig's pretty good too. All these doctors and researchers explain what the body actually needs, and I wish I listened long ago. So what am I trying to say? Most dietitians would say, oh my God, where's the balance? Oh my God. But what we're not realizing is the other part, the non-meat part of those foods, those meals, are carbohydrate. Most of the people that we counsel are metabolically ill, and it will hurt them. It is hurting them. Their sugars are high, but we're telling them they can have a little bit. And I have this slide here because I wanted to make sure when someone says they're following this or that, it's all relative. Just listen to what they're actually eating. I don't care what they call it. Don't let that make you cringe. Listen to what they're actually eating. Are they getting their essential fats? Are they getting their essential amino acids? Are they if their sugars are high or C-reactive protein is high, because we usually don't have the insulin to look at. If their triglycerides and HDL are off, they don't need carbohydrate. It is not essential. Their body makes it. Yes, their insulin, if they're not on insulin, then hopefully they won't be. If they are not type 1, their insulin will take care of their internally made glucose. The more glucose we take in, fructose and all that good stuff too, the more we're toxifying the body. So what we need to do is put on our common sense cap and realize, what the heck are we really here for? We are here to listen to our patients, make sure they're adequately nourished, and they're not hurting themselves. So, what is the person actually eating over time? Time is always an important factor here. Is there a toxin involved? Are they hurting their liver, their kidney, yada yada? If they are eating carbohydrate and they have diabetes, they're hurting their liver and the rest of their body. They're all, everything that is exposed, that blood is exposed to, they're hurting. Everything. What if it's a healthier carbohydrate versus a processed carbohydrate? When it comes to sugar, if it's raising the blood sugar, it's hurting them. If it's not raising their blood sugar, then their insulin might be covering it, so it's hard to tell. They need to get an insulin level and C-reactive protein to figure that out. Or glucose monitoring system. Very important. Is there nourishment going on? Are we able to rest the liver? Very important. And the hormones. The hormones have time to go down in between meals. That's why snacking's not so hot. Are they damming okay? What is that? Digestion, absorption, assimilation, and metabolism. Are they doing all of those well? They will do them better if they're not metabolically ill, which less toxins can help with, which means less carbohydrate really, and alcohol, of course. And how is their food affecting them? Additionally, over time, how are they doing over time? Sometimes we don't have the luxury of knowing, because someone can eat something and be just fine, but over time, a diet, if they're following something like that over time, it might have an impact on us. For instance, the standard American diet when we're younger, it might not have shown any issues, but over time, it affects our metabolic health and things start to go awry. Labs can help out with that, but also symptoms and things like that. So we need to closely pay attention. First of all, we have to open our mind and realize that carbohydrates not necessary. Not only is it not necessary, it's hurting most of us. And then we need to ask real questions. Use your brain. You worked hard in school. You took the A&P classes that other practitioners took. You took biochemistry. You took organic chemistry. You took all these classes. Where did our brain go? Where did it go? Sorry. So my recommendation for dietitians: understand fundamental differences and causes of disease. Get back to your biochemistry and A&P. If you don't agree, try some common sense. Look up people who say things you disagree with, and then figure out why they say it. So challenge yourself. Take time to educate yourself from unbiased sources, which is hard because you want to listen to people you agree with. It's hard. Go against the grain. Listen to your patients and yourself. I remember many a time where I'd be educating somebody or on my own, and I would think of something. I'd be like, nah, they wouldn't let us teach this and believe this or that if it hurt us. Okay, so my whole frustration that spawned off this video is really to call out to dietitians to say, hey, I'm here for you, and let's be here for each other. I want to evolve with you. I am evolving, not evolved. I should say evolving dietitian. Let's do it together. So if you learned anything in this video, please give me a thumbs up. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to give me thumbs down, but that's okay. Maybe I'm planting little seeds. Spread the word. And doctors, practitioners, and people, just know not all dietitians, just as other practitioners, are not all the same. We'll get there. Thank you.